Did you get a Steam Deck OLED, or are you still eyeing that buy now button like it's a Dark Souls boss? Forget Spider-Man and Cyberpunk, because these 5 hidden gems are the real reason your OLED screen exists. They are criminally underrated, they look insane, and they run like butter. So let's dive in. Today I want to skip the usual suspects, so we're not going to talk about Elden Ring or Spider-Man. Instead, I'd like to show you 5 games that not many people are talking about, but in my opinion they absolutely should be when it comes to the Steam Deck. These games, they're budget friendly because they're often on sale, and from my point of view they're absolutely built to flex the OLED's HDR screen. Some of them are deck verified, some aren't, but in general no fluff, no filler. They're just pure portable magic and they just run buttery smooth. So let's kick it off with one of the most visually underrated games of its generation. So let's be honest, Ryse isn't going to win any storytelling award. And if you're here for historical accuracy, you're definitely in the wrong Colosseum, because this is basically Gladiator meets God of War with some very creative liberties. We're playing as Marius Titus, who's a Roman young soldier whose family is murdered by barbarians, and we follow him through the ranks as he seeks revenge and uncovers corruption at the heart of the Roman Empire. This is a classic hack and slash. It is simple but effective, it is cinematic, and it is very satisfying. I admit that the gameplay can get a bit repetitive every now and then, but the story I found keeps a good pace and it holds you interested all the way through. There's enough twists and set piece variety, and what I really love are those brutal, super cool slow-mo finishes, and they stay fun all the way through. But on the Steam Deck OLED, this game really slaps visually, because you've got flaming arrows, you've got shadowy forests, blood red cloaks. It is eye candy, because you get lots of deep blacks, you've got high contrast, and lots of warm golden colours. It looks stunning and it runs surprisingly smooth. I've put everything on high, no problem to keep 60 FPS. It works perfect. You can go higher than that if you want. It's not a long game. I put 9.5 hours into it. For me, that's the perfect length for handheld gaming. Just pick it up, play casually, put it down. It's all good. It is very often on sale, currently $9.99, verified as well. So it is a great game to enjoy and to show off your screen. So still, Ryse is a vibe. Okay, so this one I always kind of ignored. No clue why, maybe the Barrow energy or maybe that bulky armor. But once I tried it on the Steam Deck OLED, I was instantly hooked. Gears 5 is a third-person shooter that originally launched as a big Xbox and PC blockbuster, but honestly, it finds a perfect home on the deck. Gameplay is super satisfying. Just grab some weapons and blast everything that moves. That's the vibe. And the best part, you can crank everything to super high, lock the TDP at 12 watts, and still it runs buttery smooth. People say that the earlier games were better, but who cares? This has that perfect switch your brain off and blow stuff up kind of game, and it's got some light exploration, but the real star here is the combat and the super polished visuals. Explosions, weather effects, sharp character detail. The OLED screen makes all of that pop. It's intense, it's glossy, it's cinematic, and it just feels great in the hands. It's one of those games that reminds you, I'm playing a full console blockbuster on a handheld, and I'm loving it. So, I never actually watched the Mad Max movies. The old ones were around when I was a kid, not exactly parent approved, and the new ones, they're not really my thing. But I picked up the game for a few bucks during a Steam sale, and man, I love it. Mad Max dropped in 2015, it got decent reviews, and then it kind of vanished. But on the Steam Deck OLED, it's an absolute gem. This is an open world action adventure meets driving meets desert chaos kind of game, and there's a story where you're basically building up your car, battling raiders and surviving the wasteland. It's simple but effective. The gameplay is super accessible, the exploration is fun, and the combat is satisfying. It's brutal, it's crunchy. What makes it really work on the deck to me is the atmosphere. You're in this post-apocalyptic desert with a great sound design, you have dust storms, great time of day and night, maybe one of the best I've seen for a while in games, and it just feels great. Sand, sunset, explosions, it's beautiful in that dirty kind of cinematic way. And the performance is absolutely rock solid. You can play at low TDP, high settings, and you get easy 60 FPS. Honestly, this is a perfect pick for the deck because you can just jump in, blow some stuff up, explore for half an hour, and then just bounce. No stress, no big narrative, just fun, gritty. I might even watch the movie one day, maybe. I played Recreum on the PS5 last year and I absolutely loved it. It was one of my favourite games of 2023 because it's a visual stunner with a really twisted, dark story and just enough surprises to really leave you wrecked in a really good way. So when I saw the first game, A Plague Tale Innocence, on sale for under $10, I grabbed it immediately and I can say I love it. You play as Amicia, who's a teenage girl in 14th century France trying to protect Hugo, her little brother, during the Black Death, the plague. And it's a narrative-driven stealth adventure with light puzzles, some alchemy, and one of the most unsettling swarm of rats you'll ever see in a video game. But where this game really shines is the atmosphere. I think the setting of the first one is even more beautiful than the sequel. The world is bleak and brutal. You've got these abandoned villages, overgrown fields, castles that are completely ruined, and somehow it is absolutely visually poetic. On the Steam Deck OLED it is stunning because you have lighting, shadow, that soft, earthy type of tone. It is the kind of game that is sensual to watch in a really sad way, raw. Performance-wise, you can tweak it depending on your vibe. I run it on medium to high settings because I really want to soak in the visuals, so I have it on about 45 FPS and it feels absolutely amazing. And yes, that's enough, you FPS freaks out there. This is a violent, carnal, scary little masterpiece, and on the deck it becomes something you feel, not just you play. So get it, play it, and fall in love. Another one of those games that I always ignored until the Steam Deck OLED happened is now one of those games that whenever I want to shut off my brain and slash through chaos with style, I go and pick up. This was actually one of the first games I played on the OLED, and it sold me on the screen completely. Because of the colours, the speed, the sheer visual madness, because it's simply quite intoxicating. It is Devil May Cry 5, which is this super fast-paced, combo-heavy action slasher where you play as a trio of demon hunters, Dante, Nero, and the mysterious V. And the story as well, it's stylish nonsense. There's demons, cities explode, people scream dramatic lines in slow-mo, and it's just glorious. The gameplay is like choreography with swords. You're flipping through the air, you're switching weapons mid-flight, juggling enemies, spamming taunts, and the better you play, the cooler you look. The OLED makes it absolutely pop because you've got lots of neon glow, black and red hellscapes, you've got glitter particle effects, and it's just anime chaos on steroids. Whenever I play it, I just feel like I've been possessed by the spirit of a 15-year-old Japanese arcade god. It runs beautifully on deck with high settings and low TDP, and even if you're just mashing the buttons, it still looks like you're amazing. It's just pure over-the-top fun, and if you're not careful, it might just awaken your inner combo-obsessed anime demon. And that's it, 5 underrated Steam Deck OLED gems that seriously deserve more love. They look incredible, run like a dream, and show off what that OLED screen was born to do. But now, it's your turn. What gem did I miss? What game shines on the OLED that nobody's talking about? Let me know in the comments down below, because I'm always on the hunt for your hidden favourites. And if you're more into big blockbusters, check out my other video, Best Steam Deck Games, 5 classic AAA titles that still shine in 2025. Now, if you're enjoying these videos, feel free to hit the like button, and if you want to join the crew, well, all you got to do is just press the subscribe button. More deck content is going to come your way, so stay sharp, stay stylish, keep gaming, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.